Hello, dear friends. Before I start with the weekly astrology horoscope, I want to make a huge announcement. We are going to organize an incredible training which will help you to learn how to use GSR on your own. This is a unique system for self development and it allows you to work with your own energies. Whatever your inner states are, whatever you want to improve or change or transform or achieve as a goal, you can do all of that when you learn how to use GSR for yourself. And I'm extremely happy because one of the top experts in the GSR system agreed to do a training for us, for you specifically, guys. So we will organize this starting from the 5th of September. And within a week, you will be able to learn how you can begin this process and use the method on your own. There will be a free open session on Saturday, on the 3rd of September, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I will put the link below. If you are interested, please join the session because this is, I can honestly say, one of the most important decisions in your life you can make, because this can change everything for you after that. So if that resonates with you, if you feel like you want to have a tool that will help you to have more control in your life and to achieve the things that you want, then you will be at the right place at the right time. So check the links below. You can text me on Telegram to tell me that you are interested, that you want us to include you in the group, or send me an email. Send it to marina@marstars.net, or just find some way to contact me. I'm honestly extremely excited for this because this can really change your life. This is so incredible. And the expert, actually, she's a curator. Her name is Vera Winner. She is a top specialist in the system. So it's a huge opportunity for us that she agreed to organize this training. So I'm very excited. I hope I will see you on Saturday, the 3rd of September, on our free session, free meeting. You can ask your questions, of course. You can understand more how all of this works. And starting from the 5th of September, our journey begins. So that's huge. And obviously, this can really transform your life. But now let's look also at the energies of the week and help you prepare for this. So generally, I can say that the upcoming week is not stressful or bringing some kind of huge shifts or something that you should be very aware of, maybe except for the days when the moon will be in Scorpio. That could be more challenging days, but overall the week is not very stressful, rough, or bringing some huge tensions. What is quite specific is that we have we have 4 aspects, square and a half aspects, 135 degrees. They're minor challenging aspects. They are rare. And we have 4 of them this week, which is, quite interesting. So what can we say in general about this type of aspect? This is an aspect which can bring some recurring situations. So some kind of challenge or thing that you haven't learned properly, you haven't learned your lesson, you may go through that all over again. So open up your mind for something that happens to you over and over again. Or even if it's not for the 10th time, if it's just for the 2nd or 3rd time, be aware of that. There is something that you are missing in this situation. There is a lesson you are not learning, or something that you need to look into from a different perspective. So that's probably the most important this week from an astrology point of view. So be very aware of those repetitive patterns or behaviors or emotions. And of course, when you learn your lesson, you no longer need to repeat those situations. So this may bring you some kind of a opportunity to move to another level if you really recognize what is the mistake you're making, or maybe what are you missing. And of course, it's not about blaming yourself. it's about being open to what you need to learn and change. And actually on Monday we begin with such aspect between Venus and Jupiter. We have a square and a half between them. So it's about redefining your desires, your goals. What do you like? There could be some kind of frustration on an emotional level. It's not like a really stressful aspect that, is something that can make you feel extremely bad. It's more like realizing, okay, maybe I wanted something, but now I realize that I don't want it anymore. Or you can ask yourself, why exactly do you want to have something? When it comes to goals, relationships, money, success overall. And perhaps you can redefine this. You can reevaluate. And it's interesting that the moon is in Libra as well, which emphasizes even more the importance of relationships, communication, connection, and our desires overall in general. On Tuesday, we have the same type of aspect, so again, square and a half, but between Mercury and Uranus. So the focus will be more on ideas, innovation, changes, trying new things, experimenting. There could be some surprises, something that we may decide to do out of the blue, or a new opportunity that can be, something we haven't expected, something that requires from you to respond very fast. This is very typical for Mercury and Uranus. And observe, where do you need a new approach? Where do you need to experiment? It's a great time to allow yourself to try something new. And also the Sun is having a quincunx with Jupiter, which indicates that we can be especially ambitious and motivated to do something, but it's also possible we might be kind of frustrated. And it's also a great time to think about your goals and perhaps to think about the scale of your goals. So are you trying to accomplish something which is extremely complicated? Or, like a very big goal that maybe you're not ready for yet. Maybe you need to think about the steps before that and focus first on them. Or for someone, it could be exactly the opposite. You may recognize that you're focusing on like very small goals. You're not allowing yourself to dream big. So it's really about the scale. And here you need to be very honest with yourself. What do you want to work on? Like, what is your goal or dream? And try to see, like, are you ready for that? Does this sound like the next step? Or before that, you need to focus on other steps. And prioritize. Just change and prioritize. The moon is still in Libra, so again, we may have lots of focus on relationships, love, negotiations, trying to find the balance in our life in general. On Wednesday, we have a quincunx between Venus and Neptune. And emotionally, this can be quite triggering. We might be oversensitive. We can be also more creative, more compassionate. It's a great time for some kind of healing practices, for some kind of creative work as well. And Neptune is having another aspect, a quintile with Mars, which also brings a lot of this Neptunian energy. Creativity, compassion, love, and also the ability to take some action. So what we can get from this combination, so Neptune triggering both Venus and Mars at the same time, is that we can become more sensitive towards our own desires and what we really want internally, kind of like sense this, connect to this, and then in the external reality, we can take some steps. We can do something concrete to get what we want, to get what we really desire. So I think Neptune here can be like a bridge between the internal desire and the actions in reality, which can be absolutely amazing. The moon will be in Libra during the first half of the day, so it will be the more balanced, kind of like probably emotionally easier part. And then around 1 p.m., the moon moves to Scorpio, and we may feel this shift in the emotional atmosphere. It may get more intense, we can get more concentrated, more focused, and it is possible that there could be some kind of tension. On Thursday, we have a fantastic aspect between Mars and Jupiter. There is a sextile, which can really motivate us to do more and more and to take action on our goals and to be really inspired and to have faith and to have this optimism and to be brave enough to do what we want. So this aspect can really help with our productivity and the amount of things we can do during this day. But we have also another aspect, square and a half, again, one of those more specific aspects of the week, between Mercury and Saturn. And this also requires from us to be logical and grounded, to think practically, realistically. This is very important. So don't let yourself kind of like, fly in the sky and try to do 100 things at the same time. Instead, try to prioritize what is the most important and like what needs to be done right now. And again, logic, consistency can really help. In communication, we need to be mindful. Things might be more complicated. People might be more closed or distant or skeptical. So this area, is a little bit more specific. Plus, the moon is in Scorpio on Thursday. So there could be tension. People can be not very open, or even sometimes, not, trust might be kind of a problem. After that, on Friday, Mercury is in opposition with Jupiter. And even though technically this is a challenging aspect, we may also experience benefits. So what are the possible challenges first? We might be distracted. We might be all over the place because we want to achieve 100 things at the same time. We have so many goals and we can't define which is the most important right now. But if we are aware of this and if we put effort, we may actually turn this around. So by kind of like motivating yourself to really focus on the process and decide what is the most important right now, you may achieve actually great results. So again, scale is very important. And this aspect may help with some kind of future plans, with learning new things, with some kind of, expanding your plans, your visions. In communication, this can also be quite interesting. There could be some kind of competition. People can be very sensitive in terms of how they are being treated. So treat them with respect, and also something very important, acknowledge their success or what they have done or their significance and importance. This will really help you specifically on Friday. And Venus is having a quincunx with Pluto, so lots of emotional intensity and time for some transformations, for some kind of changes related to your relationships or personal life, or even when it comes to some financial decisions. And the moon will be in Scorpio until 7 p.m. So for the most part of the day, which again can make us very concentrated, focused, dedicated, sometimes overly obsessed with something. So it really depends. Like sometimes it's like a huge tension and resource, but at the same time, we can use it for something constructive. So emotional healing, transformation, or commitment in whatever is important for you. That's what this moon position can help us with. And after 7 p.m., the moon moves to Sagittarius. So there could be a huge shift in the emotional atmosphere. We may feel relief. We may feel more freedom, more excitement, more openness. So Friday night might be perfect for going out, for a party, for enjoying the time. On Saturday, we have the fourth square and a half for the week, this time between the Sun and Pluto. So again, this is an opportunity for personal transformations, for also extreme motivation and dedication and commitment to do something. Pluto is a planet which can empower us and make us feel strong. And the interesting moment here is, do we feel like we need to fight for something or with someone? Or do we feel like together we can accomplish something? This is a very personal question. So there isn't like an answer for everybody. I mean, it's not the same for everybody. But try to see that, like, do you feel like you need to struggle? You need to work extremely hard on something? Or do you feel like you can connect with others and maybe pursue a mutual goal or something that is extremely important? That would be, of course, a great thing. And the moon is in Sagittarius, which can really help you to open up your mind, to see some new perspectives, new opportunities, a different type of future, different type of reality, a reality that you can create on your own. And actually, I'm so happy that we will be doing this free webinar for you guys on Saturday with Vera Winner, the GSR curator and expert, because this is exactly what you can get from this session and from this training. New perspective to see that your world, your reality can be different and you can make it happen and you can transform yourself. And yes, absolutely, that will require work, effort, mostly on yourself. That's what you will be working with. But the results are basically everything that you've been dreaming about and everything that you want to get. And I'm not saying you will get it like this. I'm not saying that on Monday or Friday this will be in your lap, in your hands. Maybe not for most people. But even the first positive results will show you that it is possible. And everybody's journey is different. For someone, it may take a week, a month to, have a huge success or at least improvement in their life. For someone, if your goals are very big or you're starting from a more difficult place, it may take longer. I don't know. But the process is incredible. And you will see how with every step things are getting better and you have more opportunities. So Saturday is a fantastic day of recognizing that you have power in your hands and you can change things. You can change your life with your own hands and with having those papers. Our main tool that we use in the session. Anyway, if you're not aware of what I'm talking about, you will learn all about this very soon, if you want, of course. And finally, Sunday. On Sunday, we have the moon in Sagittarius trining Venus. So, fantastic time for emotional experiences, for everything that brings you joy, for everything that makes you feel warmth in your heart. And for relationships, this is a great time for doing everything that you want with your partner, with people that you love. There is also a square with Neptune, so we might be oversensitive or we might be dreaming about something, fantasizing about something. So the emotions and the level of excitement, I think, can be very high on Sunday. So it's a great way to finish the week. And that's what we can expect. So yeah, I'm very excited. I hope you will have a wonderful week. Check the links below to join our free session on Saturday. And if you want to learn how you can change your own life anytime, at any place, you can contact me on Telegram or through email or whatever way is convenient for you and join this amazing experience. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you very soon.